Hello everyone, welcome to this introductory session to your course on professional skills. I'm Dr. Atira Tampi, an officer of Indian Information Service working for the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting in New Delhi. The timing of this course is very relevant considering the uncertain times that we are in currently, just at the onset of yet another wave brought on by Omicron variant. How many more variants, how many more waves before this pandemic is really done for good? Nobody really knows. Our lives and our works are all thrown out of gear. But even before the pandemic itself, innovation and rapid technological advancements made the job market demands shift very rapidly. And now all this change has been accelerated or aggravated by the pandemic. More and more people are finding themselves with shorter stints at several companies, with brief employment gaps between opportunities brought on by layoffs and no fresh hiring in several industries. So, just like you require a capital to start a business, for starting your professional career, you require what I would like to call a career capital, comprising of firstly, knowledge in your chosen field or subject. Secondly, the networks that will guide you towards your professional destination. And thirdly, with regard to this session, mastery of professional skills that will make you attractive to potential employers. So, the most important professional skill that you should develop at times when there is a lot of uncertainty, such as this, is learning agility, a kind of flexibility. Industries are now looking out for candidates who can learn quickly by themselves, adapt, and cater their experience to new roles and new challenges. This quality is required not for mere survival but for actually performing well at the job. People who have high levels of learning agility will always be ready to adapt to changes. They're always alert with curiosity rather than fear. They are reflective. They are able to analyze their own thoughts and actions, minimize defensiveness, and also they're able to unlearn. How can you develop learning agility? I suggest a very simple self reflection practice. Many of you might be already keeping a personal diary. Such a journaling experience is very useful for this. Like at the end of the day, dedicate 10 minutes of your time to reflect on your thoughts and your actions throughout that day. Ask yourself three questions. Did I experience and show genuine curiosity today? Was I defensive today, holding tightly to my perspectives? And finally, did I learn anything new today or challenge my past belief? In time, looking at the pattern of your reflection journal will naturally open your eyes to opportunities that will change your behavior suitable for future growth. And it's not just analyzing your behavior, but if you start to analyze the success of other people, it gives you a good deal of insight in how to change your own practices for the better as your self perception improves. The second important professional skill that you require is resilience or grit. You might have heard of the saying, tough times don't last, tough people do. And the present world is definitely tough, and everybody has no option but to be tough. How will you develop resilience? The answer is by making yourself believe that you can grow your capabilities through effort. We have a lot of scientific data and research that shows that intelligence is malleable, meaning intelligence grows with effort and with experience. Similar is the case with creativity, self control, leadership skills, social skills. In short, there are no skills, there are no human abilities that cannot be developed. So, if you believe that you can get smarter, you can become more creative, you can become more socially skilled or a better communicator, If you believe that human abilities are things that grow with effort and experience, it kind of makes you naturally gritty. Now, I'd like to give you some pointers towards preparing your resume, networking, and the sorts. While you are undertaking your higher education, it's always a good idea to start a personal project. Being a self-starter is a quality that is valued by majority of industries and employers. After all, what's more impressive than a person who can create something out of nothing? Today, there are plenty of ways to get started, what with the advent of social media giants like Facebook or even Clubhouse. Second, I would like to talk about networking. This outreach strategy is one that can be applied to almost any industry and any role. You need to get comfortable reaching out to people, often ones that you don't know personally. As a first step, make a list of all your friends, family, and acquaintances that run or work at small businesses. Reach out to them, call them, talk to them, email them, offering to help with some service that will develop your skill. Now, I would like to talk about pointers for your resume. There was once a time when people were expected to climb slowly the corporate ladder, working for one employer for 30-35 years, get paid for insurance, stack up a neat series of consecutive job titles on their resume. But this kind of a linear career path is becoming more and more rare. As workforce dynamics continues to change, the hiring managers of companies recognize that skills are acquired through a combination of not just long term work experience but also self education, side projects, and freelance work. How you position your background as part of your personal narrative to prospective employers is ultimately under your control. If you are confident in the value that you can bring to others, your dynamic experience will be seen as an asset. There is a good chance that you are omitting projects or stints from your resume that could boost your job search and fill in some gaps. If you did or are doing something interesting in between jobs, something that's helping you develop new skills, include it in your resume. Lots of job candidates assume that hiring managers favor people who have had um, several long term roles, but that is not entirely true. Employers often look for applicants who can illustrate their problem solving abilities and tell stories that prove their capacity to get things done. So, in conclusion, remember what matters is your career capital, the subject knowledge, the networks, the professional skills. Focus on becoming mentally agile through self reflection practice and firmly believe everyone can improve any quality that they want to improve. This is how you can prepare yourself for these uncertain times so that you will be ready to grab your place when the future finally arrives. Good luck to all of you. Thank you.